Oh, hey, okay, how y'all doing? It's Tars down again. Of course, go hard or go home. All right. Um, I dropped a couple of videos tonight, but they made me come up with an idea for something that I want to do exclusively right here on YouTube. Okay. This book, While We Are Divided, is a book that I wrote myself. It's about women in relationships. It's a very gritty book. It's a very straightforward book. But I wrote it a few years ago, and it's actually available on Amazon.com. But I never got around to publishing part two of this book. Okay, and I'm gonna be publishing part two here on YouTube. I'm gonna do that by making videos into a series, which would be the actual chapters, and I will tell the actual story right here. I like this idea a little bit better than writing the book because I think that I can explain it better by me just stating the words specifically. But this is why we are divided. This book, I wrote this book back in, I think, 2011. And it's a book about men and women relationships. And it's about things that I thought that women needed to know. It didn't take off because, like a lot of my other videos I started telling you, I don't think that women actually care what men think. Now, in my series, Two Divided, the International Average Man's Guide to Dating Modern Women, which is going to be the series, that will be part two of this book. You can pick this book up on Amazon.com if you want to, but check out the series and see what you like about it. And you will find out that a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about in the series have to do with some of the stuff in this book too if you pick up a copy. Okay, so this is really just an introduction to that series. Okay, I want to tell you a little bit about the International Average Man's Guide to Dating Modern Women. Okay, I was in the military for a while, so I traveled the world a lot. I thought, and I dated while I was traveling. I didn't just date the military women. I dated, women that were domestic to where some of the places where I was stationed at. And some of these places were overseas. So that's why I'm calling the International Average Man's Guide to Dating Modern Women. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. When you watch my series, it's not gonna be about bashing women. It's gonna be more about what guys can do to get around some of the things that modern women have going on. So this is just an introduction to that. I want to introduce a series, tell you about this book here. It's available on Amazon.com. You can look it up on Amazon.com, While We Are Divided. But the series that's about to come out now is going to be part two of this book. Okay? Two Divided. The International Average Man's Guide to Dating Modern Women. Okay? So this is an introduction. Go ahead and check out the videos and see how that's going on. And pick up a copy of this book on Amazon if you want to. Um, I'm gonna take it here. I had a thing of water and stuff behind it to hold it up and show you a look at it because I have it sitting up every time when I'm doing these stories. Okay. Um, on the back here, I tell you a little bit about it. It's witty, it's entertaining, and straightforward. Dude, this book is women. When I wrote this book, I was actually deployed. And I got the book and I started passing out some to women and we was having those sessions and talking about it. This book gets women hot, bro. It gets women hot. They don't like the stuff that I say in this book. They're not gonna like a lot of stuff that I say in Two Divided, but the deal is I'm just telling the truth. So don't forget, okay? Witty, entertaining, straightforward. This book will give women the insight they have always asked for on how men really feel. To the point and somewhat, like I say, gritty. The author tells his realistic opinion on various subjects women want to know about men. Okay? That's why I'm doing this book. And they didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, they didn't like it. Most of my customers for this book were guys. So that being said, it doesn't matter. I still put the information out there. If women don't like it, they just don't like it. But the book's available on Amazon.com. You can check it out. But it's going to be displayed and talked about pretty much in all the other chapters as I go through part two. Because I'm going to drop part two on YouTube with these different stories I'm going to be telling. Instead of you having to go read the chapters, I'm going to be telling you what's going on. Not in this book. It's going to be part two. This is going to be, it's going to be, you know, seen, but it's not what I'm going to be talking about. And I explain it in other videos. But this is the start of Two Divided. Okay, Two Divided, the International Average Man's Guide to Dating Modern Women, is the second part of this book. So, if guys, if you want to pick up this book, it's available on Amazon.com. It's immediately $10. Don't cost that much. But I might even every now and again go to this book during the other sessions and talk about some of the stuff I wrote in here, just to spice it up a little bit. So that's the introduction for part two. This book is part one. That's why I'm going to be doing part two. But I'm going to drop part two on YouTube. So y'all check that out. Let me know what y'all think. Hey, go pick up a copy of this if you decide you like some of stuff I'm just saying on YouTube, okay? Because it's hot. I'm going to be mentioning some of the stuff out of it in part two because it's relevant. But this is just an intro for those things. So I'm going to close this one out. I'm going to close out the intro. While we are divided, this is part one. You see the small print here. It's truth about men, regardless of race, religion, or social standing. This is the truth that authors like Steve Harvey would not tell you because it might hurt their book sales. I don't know if you know who Steve Harvey is. He wrote this book called Think Like a Man. I read the book. I didn't think it helped women. I think that this information actually helped a few women, but they had to be open-minded. And the book is real gritty. Like I talk like harsh. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that in part two. So that's the intro. That's the intro. So let's get out of here on this one so I can get this other stuff. All right. Let's go hard or go home. But while we are divided, this is available on Amazon.com. You can pick up a copy on Amazon.com and check out Two Divided. The series is gonna start dropping today. I'm gonna make at least the first video today. I'll be having the same black shirt. You'll see me. I'm making a lot of videos today. So check this book out and watch the series. I'm telling you, you will be entertained. And you will definitely probably learn something. So Charles Downing, go hard, go home. While we are divided, and Two Divided is coming out now. So we're going to start talking about that now. Here I go. I'm out on this one. Check me out.